that know her.
Technically, I'm a witch.
Season 2, Vampy D's. Ash is vamp-splaining. Petey's learning about the bros, Stefan and Damon. Pete-dictions coming true. Founding fam's got a plan. Guess who's back in the falls with their eyes on her man's body stacking up? A lot of people H for B. Now what's going on with these Vampire Diaries? Hello, welcome to the Vampire Diaries, the Vampire Diaries podcast, where a guy is watching the series for the first time with a super fan who has seen every episode. I'm the titular Petey. Let's just say I put the Petey in Vampire, but please call me Pete. And I'm here with my co-host and co-parent Ash, who keeps making big faces at me.
Yes, you changed the intro, and I was thinking of changing the intro to this exact wording, and then I forgot to tell you, and then I was like, oh, well, maybe we can just change it for next season. Because you're always like, it's not true.
No,
You've watched one season or whatever. You've never seen the show. You watched a season and a half.
Yeah, it used to be never seen the show. Then it was, I've only watched a season and a half so far, and whatever. And it was all clunky. And
yes, and I was like, oh, you should just say you're watching it for the first time.
Yes.
We had the same thought at the same time.
Our brains melded. Or did you compel me to write that?
Oh, yeah, I did. I compelled you.
Maybe.
That is. I love when that happens with us. It happens with us a lot.
Yeah.
I like it. But I like that you trust that I actually had the thought. Because I could be a huge liar.
Well, you're also that.
Because there's times where I'm like, oh, I was going to get... Or you talk about like, oh, I want this for my birthday or something like that. And I'm like, ugh, I already bought it for you or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like, no, I thought of it before you did, and I got it.
Yeah, I believe when you say stuff like that.
Yeah.
When you are with a person for very long, your lives join.
If you're good at it.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess alternately, you could just be so annoyed after so long.
Yeah, or you just, like, grow apart or whatever.
Oh, grow apart, yeah.
Yeah.
We haven't done that.
Nope.
Fully enmeshing.
Yes.
And what's the bad way of saying it?
Emulsified? I don't know. Is that a real word?
I don't know. I'm thinking of, like, the addict way.
Oh, when you're, like, dependent or...
Yeah, codependent.
Codependent, yeah.
Yeah, which, codependency gets a bad rap. To be dependent on another person, that's not so bad.
No, yeah, you should. You should have someone to lean on.
But certainly, under some circumstances, codependent is bad.
Yeah.
Ash. Season 2, episode 16, The House Guest. Not a ton up top. I mean, we already were able to generate some conversation.
Good for us.
But I'm not going to ask you, like... Any notable house guests you ever had? Mm-hmm. You ever seen the Sinbad movie, The House Guest, I think it's called? I'm not going to ask you those things, Ash. We're not going to go there. We're going to get right into the episode.
Why? Now I have an answer.
Okay, go for it.
Because when you said that, I remembered a house guest we had back in our apartment, our first apartment that we had together, a townhouse we had together. And we had a house guest, and when they left us a very lovely note. But I also drew a bunch of penises all over the paper.
Oh, K-Save?
Uh-huh.
Yep.
That was a great house guest and a great parting gift. And I think we saved that letter.
Oh, man, I hope I have it somewhere.
It was hilarious.
That gentleman is a great house guest. He owns a house now. It's very cool. Mm-hmm. Don't want to put him on blast, but... Good fella.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you his full name and address at the end of the episode.
Cold open. Elena and Stefan. Ooh, they're in the Salvatore mansion. They're late to school. They're in the bedroom smooching.
Oh, yeah. And Stefan was like trying to convince Elena to be late to school and started kissing her, and he was like, "Rawr," and like growled on her neck when he was kissing her.
Yeah, he doesn't have to get to history class on time. He lived it.
Yeah, he went to high school a bunch. He's cool.
Yep.
He's good.
Damon is having his morning blood. And Ash, he needs a mug. He needs like one of these mugs from like Home Goods or whatever. That's like, I would quit blood, but I'm not a quitter. Or like, don't talk to me before I've had my blood.
Yeah, true.
Or blood is my coffee, and coffee spelled backwards is EEFOC, and I don't give fuck until I've had my blood. Doesn't he need like a silly blood mug?
That's funny. I like. Does the EFOC thing exist for regular coffee?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that. Isn't it interesting that they drink cold blood but hot coffee?
Ooh, cold blood and hot coffee. The way I like my murders.
Okay.
Ash,
What?
we'll hit on this in the plug section, but you have a very special mug this eve.
I do have a very special mug. Pete made it for me. It has a picture of our Summy Bean. Says Forever Summer.
Who is our
R.I.P.
our past pug.
Our
Yep.
angel pug.
Yep.
And now I'm using it for the first time. It just came in the mail today.
Yep. It's
I got some Brothers Bond in there.
Oh, a little Brothers Bond. I got a Brothers B on the ROC KS's in my Brothers Bond cup.
Yeah.
A lot of mug talk. I just want to talk about mugs, basically.
All right. I'm so happy I have it. She's so cute.
There's a lot of and so like Catherine's around, and she's confusing everybody. There's a lot of whooshing and choking out different Dobrevs in this cold open. It's like, I'm choking you. Wait, that's Catherine, or is it? Now I'm choking you. Wait, you're Elena, or are you? Mm-hmm. I was confused.
Catherine did a good job of confusing everybody.
Yeah. Catherine is in the house, and I was like, Elena's going to be mad, and then she got choked up, so she was very mad.
She was like, why are you hurting me, Stefan? Why do you think I'm Catherine? Catherine's supposed to be in the tomb.
And then she was like, hey, I'm out.
Yeah. Whoopsies.
Title card.
The Vampire Diaries.
The Vampire Diaries. What if they change that? That'd be weird.
It's so weird.
We'd probably have to change our podcast title.
Okay. Well, we could change it to the Vampire Diaries then.
That'd be cool.
Freaky Fridaying these titles.
Oh, don't get me started down that path.
I know.
All right. Damon does some exposition. Why Catherine is there. The compulsion wore off because, as we know, when an original dies, the compelling no longer works.
Correct.
They all want Klaus dead, but Elena doesn't even want Catherine's help.
No.
No.
No one really wants Catherine's help. They don't believe her.
No. Live music at the grill tonight. Mm-hmm. The grill isn't doing well financially, Ash. To which I wrote, okay, only every single person in the town eats every meal there. How much better could they do?
Yeah.
So they're gonna put live music there for what? For why?
Maybe they need the people outside of town to come.
Ooh, and they get a unnamed band. Mm-hmm. Matt's rocking a denim jacket. Mm-hmm. Talking to Caroline. I still need a denim jacket. I haven't had one.
Yeah.
Since I was a very young child, I think I had one.
Oh, yeah, you're cute.
They're talking about Ty leaving. Matt thinks Caroline isn't being honest.
Because he's right.
Mm-hmm. Elena and Stefan drive up to the school in Stefan's cool car. Mm-hmm. And Elena's like, why is Catherine around? Because she knows about Klaus. Mm-hmm. She knows some deets.
Yeah, and everyone's still trying to kill Klaus.
And Elena's like, I don't want her shacking up with you. Mm-hmm. To which I was like, all right, old writer writing this old slang.
Yeah.
A 16-year-old or whatever is going to be like shacking up.
No.
Bonnie lost her powers, so they're having a girls' night. Ash, you ever had a girls' night when you have lost your powers?
Yeah, when I have my witch friend, my vampire friend, and my doppelganger self, and we're all hanging out.
Yeah, you do that?
Yep.
I've done that a couple times. We do the Ouija board, and then we play Luigi's Mansion.
There you go.
Usually, it's about breaking up with a guy or something. This time, it's because she lost her witch powers.
Yep. Classic.
Damon is flaming Elijah's body in the Vervain basement.
Yeah, just for so long.
It's not working. It did remind me of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Mm-hmm.
You got a weird hair thing going on. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Your hair is very naughty.
Yeah, that's true.
All right. Flamethrower. Oh, yeah. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Leo DeCaps
Of course.
did the flamethrower thing.
The goat.
And also, spoiler alert for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, he does a little throwaway flamethrower thing early in the movie, and then it comes back in a major way at the end of the movie.
Yeah, major way.
And that kind of happened in this episode.
Yeah, it did. This preceded that.
Yeah. Quentin.
Hey.
We know you're a fan.
He's a stan.
Yep. He's a Stefan. But it's not working. And then he turns the flame.
I'm still laughing at Stefan.
He's a Stefan. And a day man. I don't know.
All right, we
I
don't
wonder
have to. We don't have to force the Damon one. The Stefan one
No.
was good enough.
I think Damon hashtag Team Damon is doing fine on the net.
Mm-hmm.
He turns the flamethrower on Catherine.
Mm-hmm.
But they say they want the same thing. Catherine wants the same thing as Stefan, and she always gets what she wants.
Yeah, which she's never telling the truth, but whatever. But no, yeah, the way you said that sounded like Damon actually hit her up with the flamethrower, but he just aimed it at her.
Yeah.
But it was off.
Yep.
He was threatening her with it.
Mm-hmm. Catherine knew that Damon would die if he stabbed Elijah with the dagger.
Yeah, because Catherine wanted him to so that she could get out of the tomb. She said, I don't care who died.
Crazy. Damon is just a glutton for punishment in this relationship.
From specifically Catherine.
Yes.
Yeah, I know. He always gets so sad.
He has a codependent type relationship or something. Or just yeah.
Well, no, he loved her for real back in 1864,
Mm-hmm.
and he thought she loved him, but apparently she never really did.
So she says.
Mm-hmm.
Stefan wants Bonnie to get the Martins on their side. Jeremy and Bonnie are sneaking smooches, but they'll tell Elena soon, they say.
Mm-hmm.
Alaric is talking to Elena. Elena. He gave back the ring to Uncle Father John, the pop secret.
I know, and Elena was just like, but then she didn't actually say, why. That was a dumb choice. She was just like, okay.
She was like, random. Jenna keeps asking about Isabel, and they wonder if they can even tell her the truth, and if they can, how? How are they going to tell her the truth?
It's a lot to tell at this point.
Alaric wants to be honest with Jenna, but until he's honest, they're done. They're donezo.
But you know what I kind of like about this is that Alaric is, it's kind of putting a lot of pressure on Elena because she's a kid, but he's letting Elena tell Aunt Jenna the truth. He's like, you can tell her that it's up to you.
Mm-hmm.
It's, your mom and your boyfriend and your all your stuff. So,
Yeah.
but then if you think about it that she's just a high school girl,
Yeah.
that's kind of too much.
And he's 40.
Yeah, maybe they could do it together.
That's weird too, though. Me and my teacher are going to tell you some secrets.
Yeah, I guess it's weird no matter what.
Very weird. All right. The Martins meet up with Bonnie and Stefan. They tell them that Elijah's dead, and Klaus has your daughter. We can work together to get her back. They can work together to kill Klaus, the Martins, Stefan, Bonnie, all of them.
Stefan's always trying to team up with these outsiders,
Mm-hmm.
and it never quite works out. He was trying to do that with the werewolves.
Yeah.
And he's just like, we'll work together. But no.
He's like a natural collaborator. Mm-hmm. Like me.
Collaborator, you're a collaborator, baby.
Mm-hmm. You're a collaborator, Stefan. Damon is looking through the Gilbert Gurnals to find the witch massacre spot.
Right. And have they said at this point why?
Nah, we'll get to that, I think.
Okay.
He whooshes around, chokes Catherine. She knows stuff about the witches and the massacre, right?
Yeah, because she was friends with Emily Bennett.
Stefan was talking to the Martins. He comes in and shares the info, and they need to find that burial ground. And I don't know if I took the note, but we can just talk about why they want to find that burial ground. I think it comes out later.
Yeah, they need to have enough power from the witch's burial ground.
Witch power.
To kill Klaus.
Witches per hour power. Right?
Yeah, and when witches die, like when they're killed, then their energy or whatever goes into that spot.
Yeah, it's kind of like a grudge from The Grudge. When someone grudges, there's a grudge in the house.
Yeah.
That's what I learned from it, I think.
Yeah, that's basically like that. And it was like 100 witches, so it's like so much witch power at this one spot.
Man, you ever been to a party with 100 witches? You just walk in, there's witches everywhere. Man.
Come on, Pete.
Witches. But, you know.
No, that has not happened to me.
Okay. I try not to hang with these witches anymore. The Martins I want my Greta back.
Yeah.
Greta is their daughter's name.
His daughter.
His daughter's name.
Yeah.
They're going to use Elijah to kill the Salvatore bros. Mm-hmm. They want the dagger back. They want the dagger back.
Yeah. So basically, the Martins are not going to team up with the Vamps. They're like, nope. We're going to do this all on our own. We're going to kill everyone.
Yep. And also, if Doc Martin was Jay-Z, he'd need to get his swagger back. Mm-hmm. I want my swagger back. Right. Girls' night.
Girls' night.
Okay,
The scene gave you some big smiles.
This scene was befuddling, Ash. All right, it's girls' night. All the witches were there. Uh-huh. Just me and my witches. And so it was like, all right, Chinese food or pizza, what are we having tonight? And then someone was like, do you even have to ask?
Elena said it.
And then they didn't say.
Nobody asked and nobody said.
All right, so, and spoiler, non-alert, we never find out what they eat. They don't even eat.
We don't.
Or anything.
But also, what about you? Chinese food or pizza?
Oof. I think in my current state of being, I would go Chinese food.
Yeah, I would go pizza.
But I do enjoy pizza.
Okay, do you notice that our lights are dimming on and off every 10 seconds right now?
Yeah. Oh, no.
It's all the witches.
Witches.
No, but seriously.
And speaking of witches, we don't know which thing they ever eventually order. However, they do order... So this is like a product integration type moment or something. Mm-hmm. And they have a huge phone or tablet, a big Samsung thing.
It's huge.
But this would be kind of early for like an iPad. I mean, it's a Samsung, so it's not an iPad mini, but it's a very weird...
It's a device that I don't ever remember knowing.
No, it's a weird size of a tablet. And they go to like yellowpages.com, the app, and I don't even know what they type in.
No.
It was very
weird.
It was very weird.
And it was so product placement-y, which...
Yeah. It was like when
they don't really have a lot of that. They did it once with a phone.
And they binged something.
Yeah. Yeah. It was very silly and weird, especially watching it, in 2021.
Yeah. About 12 years later or whatever.
Yeah.
They also talk about what movie to watch. The Notebook is pitched out there. Early movie for you and I.
Yes.
In our backstory. Aunt Jenna is dressed up to go out, though. She had a fight with Rick. Mm-hmm. So she's looking for some company. Looks like they're eating Utz chips.
It does look like that.
Maybe a crab or a BBQ.
Yeah, it could be.
Utz is would be down there in Virginia.
Yeah, but they didn't have product placement for that, unfortunately.
No, they should have propped it up.
I know.
I would have liked to see those chips.
Me too.
Alaric is hiding an Isabel thing from her. Jenna knows that. He's hiding.
He's hiding
Yeah.
something from her, Jenna's nose. I was so
Yep.
confused.
The ladies discuss. They decide to go dancing at the grill
With the live band.
with the live band, and I was worried, like, is this Yellow Pages food going to just show up?
Yeah, I don't think they ever ordered it.
Well, then I don't want to use that product.
No?
So, I'm sorry.
It probably doesn't even exist.
All right, the Martins are going to channel together. Father-son channeling.
Yeah, they gave each other like a couple high fives.
They concentrate on Elijah. So this was kind of a cool power, I guess.
Uh-huh.
I never seen this.
Right, yeah, this is new.
Luca is walking around the Salvatore house, and we can see him as the viewer, but no one in the house can see him.
Because Luca is actually just in the room with his dad.
Yeah, but he can also manipulate things and touch daggers and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
So Luca's walking around the house. Damon senses him. Catherine and Damon start sleuthing together, Ash. And you know what they say? They say the friends who sleuth together smooch together.
Oh.
So Catherine goes to the basement to get some blood. Luca is creeping around. Stefan is looking in the gurnals
Yep.
as well. Oh, this was a funny moment. They were Stefan and Damon were talking, but they were like saying the opposite things and then like making like little movements and head movements and eye movements at each other.
They didn't want Catherine to hear that they had
Or
found.
Luca, I guess, apparently. I mean, they didn't know
They
it was
didn't
him.
know Luca
But
was there, yeah. But that actually helped them out. But they found the location of the witches.
Luca is trying to take the dagger out of Elijah, but he and Catherine wrestle over it. Luca is about to stake her, and then Damon flames Luca with the flamethrower.
He just flames like the empty room.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, ends up flaming Luca, who catches on fire in real life in his room with his dad.
Yeah, that was a bold move. Damon's like, I'm just flaming this.
Flaming this invisible something.
Chekhov's flamethrower, Ash.
I mean, what else would he have done? Just like tackle a nothing? I don't know.
I don't know. They set up the flamethrower.
Yeah.
Use the flamethrower. Chekhov's flamethrower. I'm saying that again.
Yes,
All
yes,
right. They have to stop channeling the Martins. Luca's all burnt up. And so Doc Martin has to put on his spell casting boots and save his son.
Or try.
I'm surprised because at the end of this episode, both Martins are dead. And I wonder if they'll come back. I don't know. I mean, are the Martins coming back and Elijah's coming back and it's a big old comeback fest? But
It was surprising to see Luca all burnt and dead, for sure.
yeah.
You're just like, oh, he was just walking in this house about to take out this dagger. We're like, oh, yeah, probably someone will take this dagger out. But then, nope, Luca just dies.
Yeah, it was kind of an unceremonious end for Luca. However, we have seen that in this show previously where people just get killed and then they're done.
Yeah.
However, we've also seen people coming back.
We have. Both things are true.
The grill. Some band is rocking the grill. We don't know. Caroline says hi to Matt, but he doesn't respond. Alaric tries to talk to Jenna, but she traded him for senior tequila. Hate it when that happens. Aunt Jenna, last year was a grad student. We get like a little look into her recent past.
Yeah, because she's like, whatever it is that you think you can't tell me, just tell me I can handle it. Because last year I was a grad student who smoked a lot of pot, and now I'm a mom, so I can do anything.
Yeah, I mean, and grad students can be of any age, but I'm kind of inclined to think that she might have gone to grad school right after.
Yeah, she's
undergrad.
She's relatively young.
Yeah, she looks kind of a little older than that, but no judgment. I don't know. But I just thought she was a little bit older.
Well, the actors are older too, so
Yes.
everyone's
I was thinking about
playing
that.
a little younger.
I was thinking about that, how in the flashbacks, Damon is like, I'm 15 and I'm playing football or whatever.
Yeah.
But then he gets turned into a vampire that year, right?
That particular flashback when he was playing football, I mean, it was either that year or like the next year.
Yeah, it
was at the
wasn't.
beginning.
It wasn't 10 years later when he was
No.
25.
No.
Which even that's a stretch for Summerholder to be 25 in
Yeah,
this.
but when you've lived hundreds of years, I think it ages you.
Yeah, maybe so. I don't know. But yeah, I was just thinking about how he was like supposed to be 15, but he's like.
That is weird. I have thought of that too.
But hey, would I want someone else to play Damon? No.
No.
In fact, he should play every character. That'd be great. Alaric and Jenna are in the same boat as Caroline and Matt.
Yeah, they both want to know the truth.
And they both have like supernatural stuff going on in their relation. Mm-hmm. Caroline jumps on stage and pulls a Seth Cohen when he stood on
The coffee
coffee bar.
Coffee cart.
Yeah. In high school? She compels the singer in the band, sing some song that you said was a real song.
Oh yeah, but now I don't remember what it was because we watched it yesterday.
And I said she's got her arms on her sides like a Kristen Wiig character when she's singing.
Oh, I didn't notice that. I was just like, man, this is a good song, and I was enjoying it.
Matt kisses her on stage. Mm-hmm. And I was wondering, does Aunt Jenna have a job?
Well, she works with the founders a lot.
Yeah, and she was showing Elijah around, and I was like, is she a real estate agent? But no. I don't know.
I think she's on the council.
And that pays. I guess she doesn't need a job. She has a house. I don't know.
She probably got money from
a little life insurance.
2 life insurances.
Which probably would have gone to Elena, but Elena's
a minor.
Not 18, I guess.
And neither is Jeremy.
So yeah, Aunt Jenna's just spending that cash
on the tequilas.
On Senor Tequila. Dr. Martin is mad.
He is enraged.
Stefan shows up, and Doc Martin squeezes Stefan's brain. We know that the witches can do that.
Yeah.
And warlocks.
Right.
Damon stabs Catherine again. Catherine tells Damon about the deal she struck. And I said, I don't know what deal that is. And then we had to watch it again. Uncle John wanted her to stay and help with Klaus, or he would kill Stefan. Or maybe he would kill one of the brothers, and she chose Stefan. She could only choose one bro.
Basically, she would just leave town, right?
Yeah.
But Uncle John is like, no, I need you to stay here and help with Klaus. And she's like, no. And then he's like, okay, well then if you leave, I'm going to kill the Salvatore brothers. And then she's like, okay, I'll stay. And he's like, okay, but you can only pick one.
Okay, yeah, you still got to kill Damon.
Which that scene doesn't exist, but that's basically a conversation that they must have had to come up with this deal.
Look, Ash, in these shows, in television, in film, we don't need to see every single second, Ash. It's not the show 24. And also...
Except you were confused without it.
we don't need to see these people going to the bathroom. We don't want scenes every single episode of each character going to the bathroom, Ash. We're not asking for that.
Nope.
Damon is listening to this and he's just pushing down the hurt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because he's just like, oh, well, you picked Stefan again. Of course you did. Yeah. You always choose Stefan. And even she's like... Remember, Elena said, it's always going to be Stefan. So, both Elena and Catherine always choose Stefan, and poor Damon is always sad.
Yep, and I think that, probably said this before, but I do think Damon sucking on a little ice cube is going to be annoying for probably just a little bit.
That's an interesting choice.
I think that Damon, I think as much as he blusters about not having, all right, sorry, not having feelings, I don't feel the pain, the hurt, blah, blah, blah. I think that each time he is freshly hurt, the wound is reopened, he's actually feeling it, he's turning his frown upside down or whatever.
His smile upside down.
And he's truly feeling it each time.
He does, yeah. He feels a lot, but he always is like, my emotions are turned off, I don't feel anything. Yeah. But actually he's feeling everything.
Yeah, the most.
Even that's what Lexi was like talking about in the flashback, about how you need to like stay here and work on yourself, like how Stefan did, but he didn't. He left.
Yep. Self actualization, Ash. Mm-hmm. I don't know if that's the thing. All right. Caroline and Matt are making out in the room.
They're making out for like a long time. They keep cutting back to them, just still kissing.
Bonnie comes and asks Elena, about dating her bro.
Oh yeah, she was like, "Oh, by the way, is it okay if I date your brother?"
Yeah, and Elena's into it. Okay. She gets a call from Stefan. Doc Martin comes into the grill. Bonnie sees him. Mm-hmm. Damon and Catherine are going to help Stefan. Doc Martin starts popping lights at the grill, flaming people. Mm-hmm. And I said when he starts turning the lights on and off, that just sets the mood for Matt and Caroline.
It's true. They're like, ooh, okay.
Doc Martin sets stuff on fire, zaps Bonnie's head. Elena tries to apologize, and he says, "It's too late to apologize."
At any point were you like kind of sad for the grill? They're like, they were just saying that it's not going well, and now all this stuff is broken. Everyone is scared, running for their lives.
I was not thinking that at all.
I was sad about the grill.
I was thinking, it's too late to apologize. Just kidding, I wasn't thinking that either. Caroline tries to stop Doc Martin. Matt presses Doc Martin up, and then he stabs him in the neck. He's like, whoosh. You're stabbed.
And he stabbed him with a bottle and, like, twisted it in his neck. It was, like, a lot.
Yeah. Gross.
It was bad.
Matt is bleeding from the neck. Caroline feeds him blood.
But she got H for B for a quick second.
Yeah. And I said the charade is over. Mm-hmm. It's time to fess up. It's too late to not tell the truth.
That's not how it goes.
Jeremy doesn't feel bad about Luca. Harsh.
He hasn't liked Luca the whole time. He was jealous of him. He was annoyed by him. And I was like,
he wants him to get burnt up?
Now he's dead. Okay, cool.
Everyone is back at Elena's house. Doc Martin is there too. But it was a ploy. It's Catherine, not Elena. She kills Doc Martin. Mm-hmm.
Bites him in the neck.
A lot of blood is spilt in this episode. Doc Martin then pops back up, and Stefan snaps his neck.
But not before he grabs Bonnie by the head, and Bonnie's like, ah! And then Stefan snaps his neck.
Oh, and Ash, this was like a 30-second or 1-minute scene that had like a commercial break before and after. Like, obviously, we're not watching commercials.
Yeah, it fade to black before and after, yeah.
I was like, was this a podbuster act, Ash? You ever heard of that? Mm-hmm. So, in my travels as a producer, I've worked on reality TV shows where TV is broken down into acts, right? And so sometimes there's like 6 acts in a TV show. Mm-hmm. And on this reality show that I was working on, there was like 7 acts because there was like a 5th act that was like 30 seconds long, and it's just to make you, when you're fast forwarding through the commercials, you're like, oh wait, there's the show, and then you watch it, and you watch a little bit of this commercial, then you watch the scene, then you watch a little bit of the next commercial because you're like, wait, that scene's over already? Anyway, it's a little tricky thing to get you to watch more commercials. Because people with their DVRs don't watch commercials.
Yeah.
And commercials are what pays the bills.
The bills, yeah, totally.
So that was weird. We've never seen that on this show.
No,
a little 30-second or 1-minute scene. I think it's remarkable. I
It
don't
is.
think you should be kicking me to move on.
I'm not kicking you. I'm just shaking my leg.
I think our listeners, who are very vocal about my background in the biz, in the industry, Ash.
No, I'm happy you're telling the listeners, but I already know this.
Well, who are we doing this for?
The listeners.
All right. Catherine expects Elena to thank her. We're going to take on Klaus.
Yeah, and Elena's just still like, I don't want you here.
Yeah. Alaric takes Jenna home, tries to tell the truth, but doesn't tell it. And I was looking at Alaric, I was like, is Alaric our age? What's going on?
Yeah, and in this scene, Alaric tells Jenna that Isabel is dead. He says, Isabel is dead.
Mm-hmm.
I can't tell you the details about it. It's not my place.
Mm-hmm.
But I do love you, and that's what I can tell you. And then she's like, all right, good night.
Yep.
She's
And
still
then-
annoyed.
And then that makes things a little confusing later.
Exactly.
Jeremy is worried about Bonnie. She doesn't have her powers anymore.
And the only person that has the spell is dead.
No. However, she does have her powers.
Dun, 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 dun.
Doc Martin gave them back. And Jonas, who's that? That's Doc Martin's real name, wants me to kill Klaus. And he told me how in my mind brain.
Yeah, but Bonnie doesn't say it yet.
No. We'll learn about that probably next episode. So get ready for the next episode. Catherine. Oh, speaking of the Notebook, Ash. Mm-hmm. Catherine rolls up in Damon's bed like Ash on Valentine's Day 2009.
Oh,
She
God.
wants
You
to
just put it out there.
No one knows what that means. All right. And also, similarly, it ended the same way as Damon and Catherine,
No,
right?
it didn't.
All right. She wants to find the site of the witch massacre. Damon turns Catherine down. There are 6 other bedrooms in this house.
Yeah, he's still trying not to be fooled by her.
Yeah, he's like, get out of here. Matt wakes up bloody. Caroline has some explaining to do. I drank your blood. Vampire blood heals humans. I'm a vampire. Caroline wants to tell the truth. Matt is vamp-phobic, Ash.
He is. He starts freaking out because he's just ties this all back to Vicky.
Yes, what did you do to my sister?
Mm-hmm.
Vicky.
Yeah.
Aunt,
Blood is thicker than water.
but you need water to survive, I would say. All right, Aunt Jenna is eating ice cream or maybe frosting.
Yeah.
And the bell rings.
The doorbell.
The doorbell. But also, who's ringing that bell?
Isabel.
Isabel.
Wait, Rick just told me that you were dead, and now you're here.
Man. Alaric, you're wrong.
Lark lied to her face.
Ash.
And Isabel says that she's
She's like, hey, I'm alive.
no, but doesn't she say that she's Elena's mom?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm Elena's mom.
And Jenna's just like, what?
Yeah, and Aunt Jenna doesn't know that, I guess.
They haven't really told her anything.
She's in the dark.
Uh-huh.
Ash, how many fangs would you give this episode?
There was a lot going on. It was a good ep. Oh, my tummy just made a sound. I don't know. Probably like a 1.75.
Yeah, pretty good. I give it a 1.6. Not 1.666. I would never do that. But a 1.6. Pretty good.
1.67.
1.67 bar over the 7.
Repeating.
Yep. And pretty good. Pretty good.
Yeah. Altogether, it was really good, but it wasn't fantastic. So,
No, but things were happening. Blood was spilt.
yeah.
Truths were told.
This was also like a thing where stuff was happening, but it's also setting up a lot of stuff.
Yeah. We're getting close to this season finale.
Getting there.
Pete-dictions. There will be a finale soon. Doc Martin, the Martins. Are they dead? I wonder. I think they're not dead. I'm going to go out on a limb and Pete-dict that we have not seen the last of the Martins. I do think we'll see Greta sooner rather than later. Ooh, Greta's a witch, right? Mm-hmm. They're going to need some witch power. Klaus is coming. End of season 2. Klaus, maybe. Mm-hmm. Bonnie and Jeremy. Going to keep smooching. Matt, he's going to have to deal with all of his issues, his vamp phobia. Caroline. He'll have to thank her for saving his life. I would hope. Mm-hmm. Maybe Stefan can pull him aside and be like, "This is what happened to Vicky." Oh, and then he'll get mad at Damon. Is that a plot line? I don't know. Ash. A lot of balls in the air.
Yeah. What about Catherine?
Catherine, she's around. Hopefully, she'll be helpful to our gang.
Yeah.
And then she'll buzz off. But then I bet we'll see her again. She's going to be in and out, Ash.
Okay.
Dobrev is having too much fun with the double characters. She's not going to have Catherine come in for a season and leave.
All right. Those are some good Pete-dictions. I shall not respond to any of them.
Please don't. Ash, we mentioned the summer mug, Summer Forever.
Summer Forever.
Listen, we have a TeePublic store where there is pugaphernalia.
Sure.
Pug stuff.
Uh-huh. Pug stuff is a good name.
Pug stuff. There's mugs. There's t-shirts. There's notebooks. There's totes. Mm-hmm. There's also High Dive Publishing stuff. There's also the Happenstances stuff. I'm wearing a cool shirt right now.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
There's stuff there, Ash. It's teepublic.com/user/highdive.
TEE public.
teepublic.com. You should go over there and you should check it out. I'm talking to you, Ash. No, I'm talking to the listener. And listen, if you do buy pug stuff, half of all the profits from the pug merch will go to Pug Nation Rescue of Los Angeles. And look, if you don't want our pug stuff, just go there and donate. And also watch them go live on Fridays. I've been doing that sometimes.
I watched them at work on Friday during my lunch.
Yeah.
They're so cute. And we got a handwritten thank you note when we donated.
We are now donators there. I'm going to donate.
Donators?
Yeah.
Donors?
We're donors.
Donators.
You can go to pugnationla.org and they have a little donate button there if you want to not go through the middle people that are us. You just go donate there.
Yeah, but also you can get some cool pug stuff if you go through the store.
Yes. That's it, Ash. The future of the show?
Wait, before you talk about that, I wanted to say that I am reading the third book in the Happenstances series.
Yes, an early draft of H3.
I know.
So, hey, you got to go buy H1 and H2, my young adult series, The Happenstances of the Yale County Community Swim Racket Club the summer before last, on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, wherever books are.
Yeah.
Book Soup in Los Angeles.
You got to read the first two so that you'll be caught up for when the third one is out, because I'm reading it right now and it's amazing.
Yes, very exciting. It was very exciting to write.
I get to be first read on everything.
Yes. Cool, yeah.
Yeah.
Look forward to that. But as far as our show that we're doing currently, our eps will be a little bit more sporadic. Mm-hmm. But keep listening. Listen to the back eps. Tell your friends. And we'll keep putting out episodes as we can.
Yeah, we're going to have a chill summer, so...
Yep.
You guys can chill too.
Yep. But We won't leave you hanging for too long.
No, and thanks for listening, and rate, review, subscribe, tell your friends, post it on Instagram, tag us in it, all the things.
Yep. All right. See you when we see you.
Summer forever.